Everyone, this is Dahlia helping young professionals to launch and to grow international careers. And today I am popping on here to discuss why you do not need a career, which I know sounds counterintuitive for someone who is, always talking about how to get a great career and so on and so forth. But here's what I'm seeing, okay? I mean, you're here on Facebook or on Instagram, and most people would rather keep scrolling, look at fashion or look at, I don't know, pretty things, right? People don't want to be thinking about job hunting and CVs and cover letters. These are kind of like the necessary evils that we all have to waste time on and, know how to do, and these things that we just the stuff that you don't want to do, but you have to do if you want to be able to get a job and get anywhere in life, right? And so what I am noticing is that the whole job hunting, the whole thing, the CVs, the cover letters, the online job portals are just soul-sucking and discouraging, and not to mention boring. I mean, there's so many more, shiny objects out there on social media, on the internet, and it's so easy to get just sucked into things that are a bit more appealing. And that's where I'm seeing a lot of job hunters, they get motivated for a while, they start sending the CVs, they start sending the applications, and it's so boring and so soul-sucking that it's not long before they're off scrolling on Instagram or, reading some kind of some articles related to how to find a job and whatever that are not actually going to help them. And so you guys don't need to be so worried about your CVs and your cover letters, okay? Or even about your career, like even about, oh, what should I do for a job? What kind of a role would suit me? All this stuff is not exciting, And in my case, like I never thought I was gonna start helping people with their careers or doing career coaching. Like just the idea of career coaching sounded pretty boring to me, or, just not something that is concrete. But when all of that shifted, and when I realized I would love to help people with their careers and I would love to coach them, is when I realized it's not about career coaching, and it's not about the CVs, and it's not about the cover letters and the online job applications. It's really about your mission, okay? It's about goal setting. It's about knowing your mission, knowing what it is that you want to achieve, and essentially creating a new reality. So creating a new life for yourself and creating the contribution that you want to make. And in doing so, you can change the world. You can literally change the world. And the reason this is so important is because I think it's so easy in the job hunting process to, we're all trying to fit ourselves into these boxes. So we're on these online job portals, and for those of you who are confused about what it is that you want to do, you're going, oh, maybe that's something I could do, or maybe this, or oh, I think I have the skills for that. Doesn't sound exciting, but I think I could do it. Maybe I'll apply there, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. And so we just get into this trying to fit ourselves into these boxes, and most of the time there's no perfect box, or if there is a box that seems perfect, guess what? Thousands of other people are going for the same box, and they somehow fit into it a little bit better than you do, and so they get the position and you don't. And this is not a process that you want to be stuck in. Why? Because if you guys are here, you are passionate, you have energy, or I know some of you are starting to lose that passion, starting to lose that energy, and you don't want to. And so you want to harness that motivation, you want to harness that energy into actually doing work that matters, not into trying to stay motivated writing cover letters, right? And so these days, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do cover letters and you shouldn't do CVs. I mean, I help my clients with that all the time, and I have fun doing it. I literally love looking at their CVs, love looking at their cover letters, and looking at all of this stuff. But the reason is that it's not about the CV, and it's not about the cover letter, and it's not about fitting into these boxes. It is about having a mission. And if you guys are still focused on having a career versus having a mission, this is probably one of the biggest things that I see sabotaging people, okay? It sabotages you in terms of the actual jobs that you can get, and it also obviously sabotages you in terms of your motivation, because it is so boring to be fitting yourself into a box versus going, hey, I'm the superhero with a mission. You know, it's the difference between being that superhero with a mission, you're out to make a difference, try to save the world in some shape or form, you know, make an impact on the world, versus, okay, I'm here in the rat race trying to find something, somewhere where they will take me. So that's why it's so important to know your mission. And I think that this sounds all very, you know, nice and sort of fuzzy and maybe even naive, like, yeah, save the world, etc. But this literally will change your life, and it'll literally change the kind of opportunities you attract. So just yesterday, one of my clients, she reached out to me and she landed her dream job. And it was like magic. Obviously it wasn't magic, right? We had a whole process behind this dream job becoming a reality. But one of the key things was that she had defined her mission. So this was someone who was undergoing a big career change, didn't know what she wanted to do, you know, spent months trying to figure out maybe this, maybe that, I don't know. So we started working together. We went through the process. We figured out her value, and most importantly, we figured out her mission. So we didn't figure out what kind of a position should she go for, you know, what kind of a box should she fit in. We really looked at what is her mission in the world? What are the issues she cares about the most? And so she chose her mission. She chose what kind of issue she wanted to make an impact on. And then once she knew her mission, and then obviously once we did the other parts of the process where we knew her value, we knew what it was that she wanted to offer, concretely speaking, then she, lo and behold, came across her dream job, like an organization that actually serves that exact mission, and that, you know, that needed her skill set as well. And then obviously we got into knowing how to land her that position so that she could actually get it. But if she hadn't known her mission, she would not have stood out. She probably wouldn't even have come across this job in the first place. You know, it was knowing the mission, knowing the kind of impact that she wanted to make that actually led her to it, and that got her so motivated for it, because it's not just about, you know, getting a paycheck. It's really about, hey, what's the contribution that we're creating here? And you guys, I mean, I talk to so many people who want to make an impact. They want to do work that matters. They don't just want to pay the bills. Like, all of you guys are not okay with settling. You're not okay with just living a life where you're making ends meet and, you know, trying to enjoy your personal life because your work life is just work. You guys are not like that. I've talked to hundreds of you, and pretty much everyone tells me, I want to do something that matters. I want to make an impact. And at the end of the day, you know, you have to make that impact, because if you don't, this is why there's so many things that are not working well in the world. As opposed to getting frustrated about that and going, oh, maybe I'm just naive. Maybe the world is just this big, bad place, and maybe it's just full of, you know, corruption and bad people and office politics, and I just have to fit myself into that. Instead of that, it's, okay, I know this is going to sound really cliche, but be the change you want to see in the world, guys. Like, if you're not okay with certain things in the world, then start creating the world that you want. I've talked to so many people, and believe me, everyone wants to create positive impact. You know, that is what everyone wants. So if everyone was able to get into positions where they were able to make that contribution and they were able to make that positive impact, guess what? I mean, the world would be completely different, because we would have people in positions, people who really care about the issues that they're impacting, and people who are, you know, also highly skilled at bringing that contribution and making the contribution. But none of this can happen if you don't know your mission, or if you don't at least dedicate yourself towards finding your mission. And if you just focus on, okay, job hunt, you know, career, what is my job going to be? What is my role going to be? Where can I box myself in? You'll never be able to achieve an impact that way. You need to see how you fit into the bigger picture. And when you start fitting into the bigger picture, when you really start seeing what is the contribution that you're making, that's where you become one of these people who loves their job, is paid great money to do it, because you are actually creating value. You're not just one of these cogs in the wheel, one of these, you know, hamsters in the hamster wheel, or one of these rats in the rat race. You know, there are all these expressions to define it, and nobody wants that. But it's so easy to give up on the mission and feel like, oh, I just have to get a job. Right? But when you guys really get clear on your mission, and you know the change that you want to make in the world, and you really realize that that is possible, that A, those positions exist, and that B, you can get them, then you can really become the person that I know you guys want to be, you know, the kind of person that's making an impact, making a contribution, and loving their life meanwhile, and growing their skills, okay? So this is my message for you today, and this is why you do not need a career. What you need is a mission, and then you need the skills to enable you to actually make that mission a reality, okay? I hope that that makes sense. The days of, you know, job applications and CVs and cover letters, they are over. I'm not saying you don't need those documents, but you cannot even start with those documents until you really know your mission, okay? So don't give up on your mission. Don't think that it's not important. Don't think that it's naive. Believe it or not, everyone wants to make an impact. This is not something that, you know, you're not the only one. I've talked to so many people, and this is what everyone wants. If we could all be actually doing something that makes an impact, the world would be a totally changed place. And the only reason that there are all of these things in the world that we're not happy about is because a lot of people are saying, well, this is just reality. This is just how it has to be. We just have to, you know, keep doing things as the status quo says they have to be. And that is not the case. There are positions out there. There are people out there who are making an impact, who are innovating, who are rising to the challenges of the world, and who are literally changing the world. The question is, are you going to be one of those people, or are you going to be one of the people who goes, oh, I guess this is all there is. I guess I'll just have to fit myself in somewhere and, you know, wait around, hope for the best, wait for life to be, you know, wait for the countdown to the clock at the end of the day, and wait for the countdown of my life. You guys don't have to be one of those people, but you do need to dedicate yourself towards your mission and just get very clear on it and know the direction that you're heading, right? And not let other people discourage you, because there are always going to be those people who are living in fear, those people who are, you know, maybe they had a hard time with their careers, they had to undergo certain things, and they will try to sabotage you every step of the way. That's just reality. You know, the naysayers are there, the people are there who want everyone else to struggle as they struggled, or who are just, you know, because of whatever it is that they've been through. It's not their fault, right? But they've just become really cynical. And sometimes that makes them stay stuck, and that will also make them try to make sure everyone else stays stuck too, because they don't want to see someone else succeeding at what they weren't able to succeed. But I'm sure that in a past life, you know, they had a mission too, and they wanted to create change too, because I mean, most humans, most professionals want to make an impact. You know, that's what we want. We don't want to just feel like our life didn't mean anything. We want to make a change. So my message for you is just to really stop aiming low, aim for the highest contribution that you want to make. You know, aim for that. It's not unrealistic. There are people doing it, okay? So why not you? So aim for your highest mission and get clear on what that mission is, and then execute on it, okay? Get the best advice out there, get the processes that you need to be able to land those positions, so that you can be spending your time, spending your energy, and spending your life actually getting the experience that you want, and actually being on a mission that matters, as opposed to trying to just justify why it might not happen for you, okay? And so we still have some sessions this week for career roadmap sessions with my team. So you guys can hop on our calendar. The link for that is accelerateyourambitions.com/apply. And this is really for people who want to get clear on their mission and who want to know how they can achieve it. So this is for people who are dedicated towards their plan A, not dedicated towards, you know, fitting themselves into a box. Like we really don't work with people who are just looking for a job. I know I can help people to get a job. I know that, you know, that's easy, right? Just get you employment, get you a good role. That's easy. What we want to be doing is really helping people who have a mission, who are not okay with just fitting themselves into a box. They want to be a top-level professional, top-level contributor to the planet, and the people we're working with right now, they are these inspirational professionals and leaders and people who are working to change the world, okay? So If that sounds like it fits with your aspirations and you're like, yes, that's what I want, I just don't know how to get it, then definitely, definitely book a call with my team. The link for that to get directly to our calendar is accelerateyourambitions.com/apply. And that is a free session. We're just gonna look at where you are right now, where you wanna go, and what is stopping you from getting there. You know, what are the obstacles that are standing in the way of you executing on your mission? So it's gonna give you a lot of clarity. And then if I can help you with those obstacles, I or one of my team members will explain to you exactly how that works and what it is that you need to do. Either way, you're gonna get that game plan, you're gonna get that clarity in terms of what is stopping you. And what is stopping you is not that these positions don't exist, and it's not that it's not possible or unrealistic. I can almost guarantee you that, unless you have like a really crazy idea of what you want to do. But anyway, talk to us and we will let you know if it's realistic or not realistic, because 99.9% of the time, the people we talk to, they think or they're worried that what they really want is actually unrealistic. And lo and behold, it turns out that there are plenty of people doing that work, and all they need to do is join those people. So yes, book a call with us. Get to our calendar, accelerateyourambitions.com/apply. Then make sure you fill out that questionnaire really quickly, and we will hop on a call at the time that you choose, and we're gonna help you out towards serving in your mission so that we can all change the world together. It's not naive, guys. It can actually happen. So yes, that is my message for you today. And if you're watching the replay, then feel free to leave me a comment and I will be very happy to answer you. And until then, have a beautiful day ahead and speak soon, guys. Bye.